Let's dive into a trend that's quietly but powerfully shaking up the music world as we know it. More and more, American musicians are heading to the Philippines, not for a vacation, but for what many are calling a true musical awakening, a journey that's transforming their art and their lives. These aren't just tourists on a whim, they're dedicated artists, some even leaving behind prestigious US schools and established paths, all in search of something they feel is missing from their training and their music. So, what's drawing them halfway across the world? It's not just the beautiful scenery or the adventure, it's a deeper search for the soul and spirit that makes music truly unforgettable. In the US, we have world-class institutions like Juilliard and Berkeley, where technical mastery is the gold standard. But for these musicians, technical perfection isn't enough. They're craving something more raw, more real. In the Philippines, music is about heart, about pouring your feelings into every note, every lyric, every performance. Here, music is learned in karaoke bars packed with friends, at family parties where everyone sings, and on street corners, alive with spontaneous jams. Not just in formal classrooms or under the glare of stage lights. The focus isn't on flawless notes or perfect technique, but on making every note matter, on telling a story and connecting with people's hearts. This isn't just a passing fad, it's a growing movement, a wave of artists seeking to rediscover the emotional core of music and to bring that authenticity back home. Instead of learning in formal studios, their new classroom is a lively gathering of friends and strangers, and their teachers are everyday people who have lived and breathed music their whole lives. American musicians are discovering that Filipino music is built on community, on shared emotion, and on the pure joy of making music together, no matter where you are or who you're with. They're learning that music isn't just something you perform on stage, it's something you live, something that brings people together and creates lasting memories. In a world obsessed with perfection and competition, there's a growing hunger for authenticity, for music that's honest and deeply felt, and that's exactly what these artists are finding in the Philippines. They're returning home with more than just new skills, they're bringing back a new way to connect, both with their audience and with themselves, and a renewed sense of purpose in their art. For these musicians, it's a quest for soul, for meaning, and for a deeper connection, and it's a journey that's truly changing the game for music everywhere. Let's talk about how music is taught in America, a place where the journey often begins in a structured classroom, surrounded by eager students and passionate teachers. Here, the foundation is built on structure, theory, and relentless practice. Every note, every rhythm, every chord is carefully dissected and analyzed. From day one, it's scales, sight reading, and technical drills, hours spent perfecting finger placement, timing, and accuracy, all in pursuit of technical excellence. This system creates disciplined, technically brilliant musicians. Our orchestras and Broadway stars are proof of the power of this rigorous approach. The pursuit of perfection is intense, mistakes are the enemy, and every error is met with correction and more practice. But here's the catch. In chasing flawless technique, the emotional spark, the soul of the music, can sometimes get lost along the way. Performances risk becoming sterile, impressive to the ear, but not always moving to the heart. The audience may marvel at the skill, but feel little inside. Many artists reach a point where they pause and ask themselves, am I making people feel something, or am I just showing off my skills? They know the how, the mechanics, the rules, but start craving the why. What is the deeper meaning behind the music? Why does a melody move us to tears or joy? What is it about a simple tune that can stir such powerful emotions? Why does rhythm make us dance, make our hearts race, and bring people together in celebration? The American model builds a beautiful instrument, a technically perfect machine, but sometimes it lacks a true voice, a sense of soul. That's when musicians start searching for something deeper, something that can't be found in a textbook or a practice routine. They want to move beyond technical mastery to true connection, to create moments that resonate, that linger in the memory, that truly touch the soul. And that's what sends them looking east, searching for inspiration, meaning, and a new way to bring music to life. In the Philippines, music isn't a subject, it's a way of life. From childhood, Filipinos are surrounded by music at every gathering, big or small. It's not scheduled, it's ever-present, woven into daily life. Karaoke, videoke, is a national pastime and everyone joins in, no matter their skill. The focus is on sharing moments, not on being perfect. This environment teaches that music is about connection and self-expression, not fear of mistakes. Emotional connection comes first, long before any formal training. Kids learn by listening, imitating, and feeling, not by reading notes. The goal isn't a grade, it's to make people feel. Music becomes a conversation, not a performance. The line between performer and audience blurs. Everyone is part of the music. The result? An atmosphere that's electric, warm, and deeply human. It's a world where music is lived, not just played. In the Philippines, music education begins not with scales or sheet music, but with something much deeper: emotion. Here, the journey into music starts with the heart, not the head, and children are encouraged to connect with the feeling behind every note before they ever learn to read a single line of music. At family gatherings, kids are surrounded by music that stirs the soul. They witness firsthand how a simple song can bring tears to a grandparent's eyes, spark laughter among cousins, or fill a room with pure joy. These moments teach them that music is more than entertainment. It's a powerful force that brings people together and expresses what words cannot. Their very first lesson is clear: music is the language of emotion, a way to communicate feelings that are sometimes too big for words. By learning songs by ear, children naturally develop a keen sense of pitch and a deep ability to deliver emotion. They listen closely, imitate, and internalize the music, letting their feelings guide their voices rather than relying on written notes. When they sing, they don't just recite lyrics, they tell stories. Each performance is a chance to channel heartbreak, joy, hope, and triumph, making every song a personal journey for both singer and listener. So by the time these young artists seek out formal training, they already understand the most important lesson: why they sing and what they want to express. Technique then becomes a tool, a way to refine and amplify the emotions that are already alive inside them, rather than a set of rules to follow. It's like handing a storyteller a richer vocabulary. The story, the passion, the message, they were always there, waiting to be shared. In contrast, the American model often starts with technique and theory, hoping that emotion will follow. Students learn to read music and master technical skills before they're encouraged to truly feel the music. The Filipino way is different. It's like starting with a wild, colorful garden of feeling, and only then gently shaping it with technique and discipline. For artists who feel uninspired or empty, discovering this approach can be a revelation. It reminds them that music is meant to move both the performer and the audience. It's about filling the vase with real, vibrant flowers, genuine emotion and experience, not just building an empty vessel of technique. That's why so many musicians from around the world are drawn to this vibrant, emotional world of Filipino music. They come to experience a culture where feeling comes first, and where every song is a celebration of the human spirit. Imagine an American musician, trained for years, suddenly singing at a Filipino family barbecue. The setting is loud, joyful, and supportive, totally different from a quiet conservatory. Local singers, many self-taught, deliver performances full of raw emotion. It's humbling and inspiring. The passion they've been chasing is everywhere. The focus isn't on perfection, but on participation and sharing the moment. Letting go of fear, these musicians experience a breakthrough. They stop performing and start feeling. It's a liberating shift that changes their approach forever. They see music as a tool for resilience, joy, and unity. The Filipino spirit shows them that music is the heartbeat of a community. It's not about impressing, but about connecting. This new perspective transforms not just their music, but their outlook on life. They realize greatness isn't just technical, it's deeply human, and that's the lesson they carry home. Some might think Americans go to the Philippines for cheaper lessons, and yes, it's more affordable, but the real value is in the coaching style, practical, personal, and rooted in real-world experience. Filipino coaches are often seasoned performers who teach you to connect, not just sing. The relationship is more mentorship than transaction. They invest in you as a person. Lessons might happen at their home, at gigs, or with their family. This holistic approach builds confidence and emotional depth. The affordability makes it possible, but the richness of the experience makes it priceless. Musicians gain more than vocal skills. They learn about culture, community, and heart. The true return isn't measured in dollars, but in growth and authenticity. They come for lessons, but leave with a new sense of self. That's the real investment. Filipino musicians are masters of versatility, shaped by a rich blend of global influences. On any night, you'll hear everything from American rock to Spanish ballads to OPM. To succeed, you have to sing it all. This is the standard, not the exception. American artists working with Filipino coaches are pushed beyond their comfort zones. They learn new genres, new languages, and new emotional textures. Singing in Tagalog or Spanish forces them to focus on pure emotion and melody. This cross-training unlocks new artistry and communication. In today's global music scene, versatility is power. Filipino training transforms specialists into dynamic, world-ready performers. They return home not just as better singers, but as complete, globally minded artists. It's a game changer for their careers. This isn't about choosing one style over another, it's about fusion. American musicians don't abandon their training, they enrich it with Filipino soul. Think of it as building a perfect car, then learning to drive it with passion. The technical foundation is essential, but emotion gives it purpose. When they return, they have discipline and heart, a powerful combination. They can analyze a song and feel it too. This blend is the future of music education, structure, and soul together. True artistry needs both, the framework of the West and the fire of the East. By embracing both, musicians become whole artists. They impress and move audiences at the same time. That's the new standard for greatness. At its core, this journey is about finding something real. In a world of filters and auto-tune, we crave authenticity, flaws, emotion, humanity. Musicians go to the Philippines to rediscover that raw, unfiltered joy. They find it in karaoke nights, street performers, and everyday life. Music, there, isn't a product. It's a gift, lived daily. This experience reconnects them with the joy that started it all. It strips away pressure and gets back to pure expression. They learn that the most powerful performances come from vulnerability and truth. They go searching for a new sound, but find a piece of their own heart. And that, truly, is the magic of music.